Hello guys, so I'm gonna review this Simple Human 80-liter butterfly lid rubbish bin. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the pros, the cons, and actually I'm thinking to talk about the who would I recommend buying this rubbish bin. Okay, but first let's give it a go. Okay, let's see how it works. So rubbish. Yeah, there you have it. And in fact, I don't see a lot of review talk about the fact that they actually have a handle at the back of the bin, which makes it easier to carry around, which is something nice to have. I think they're doing this because they found some spare room at the back of the bin after fitting the lifting mechanism. And yeah, by the way, you can lift the whole bucket out, so you can replace your bag of rubbish, your rubbish bag actually more easily. Let's just put it back. Yeah. And yeah, the price, of course. Yeah, the price is expensive, but let's talk about the pros and cons in order for you guys to decide whether to buy this bin or not. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about the pros and cons that I don't think a lot of people will talk about. Yeah, because I'm sure you guys have looked for a lot of information before thinking to buy such an expensive rubbish bin. Okay, and yeah, so the first pros I think I'm going to talk about is actually the butterfly lid design. Okay, I reckon not just the butterfly lid design not just produce a better clearance on top, okay, but it's actually also a more durable design. And here is why. So imagine if we were to cut, we were to dissect the rubbish bin at this plane. Okay, let me use the pen and pencil, the pen and paper I prepared here. Okay, and this is what you will see for the butterfly lid design. So it's gonna be something like this. This is the butterfly lid design. And this is this is the butterfly lid design, and this is the normal design. Okay, normal design, and you can pretty much imagine that they're like sticks. Okay, and the lifting mechanism is like you flicking a stick. And it's not difficult to imagine that if you are flicking a longer stick, you're going to use more force, and it's going to be more difficult to flick it. While you're flicking while for the same stick, if you're flicking at the middle or like a shorter stick, it's actually going to be easier. Like you use less force, and precisely speaking, this is called the moment of thing. Okay, but if you don't know what is a moment, it's also fine. Okay, just treat it like the force. Okay, and because the butterfly lid just split the whole lid into half. Okay, so each lifting mechanism is gonna supply lesser force or lesser moment. And what this implies is that the lifting mechanism will have a longer fatigue cycle, and also there will be a lesser vibration in terms of when the lid is open. Okay, when the lid is open, it won't vibrate a lot, and the vibration is actually what will wear your rubbish bin down. Okay, so the lesser vibration that there is, the lesser wear and tear it has, the bin will have. thus make it more durable. Okay, nice. And the second pros I'm going to talk about is the actually the shape of this rubbish bin. Okay, we all know that it's a very, we know that it's a very very tall and slim rubbish bin, which is nice because you can, it doesn't block your way. Okay, but extending from this point, I think it's nice because it's going to make the bag of rubbish actually a very slim bag of rubbish. Okay, imagine when this bag is full, when you pull it out, it's going to be a very slim. It's going to be a very slim bag of rubbish, which is nice when you have to carry the bag of rubbish out to your backyard or wherever it is. Okay, so the slim design not just save you some room in your room, it's also going to make the bag of rubbish, easier to handle when the bin is full and you have to throw that bag of rubbish. So these are two of the pros that I think of, which wasn't talked a lot in other reviews. So what are the cons for such an perfect rubbish bin? Okay, there are a few. Okay, not to mention it's expensive. First of all, I think it's the very main cons is that it can't stay open. It has, after you remove your leg. Okay, after you remove your leg, the lid will have to close, which might be inconvenient when when you're in a situation that for example, you're cooking and you have a lot of, let's say, potato skin you want to throw into the bin. It will be more convenient in that situation if you can just have the lid kept open. Yeah, so think about that. And secondly, the bags, the rubbish bags. Okay, this is a Simple Human rubbish bag. Okay, and they are expensive. They're not cheap. Okay, you might have to spend some time to look for a suitable rubbish bag. Okay, otherwise you'll be forced to use the Simple Human rubbish bag. And I think they're a nice rubbish bag, but I think they're just too expensive. And yeah, you think about that when you buy this bin. And thirdly, I think this bin is only suitable for a corner fit. Okay, like if you're putting this bin at the corner of your room, or you have like other furniture on the side, it'll be nice fit. Okay, if you have a long wall, okay, you know what? Let's move this bin somewhere else. If you have a long wall like this, like this, okay, it's really weird to have your bin right here. You can step in here, obviously, but it will make more sense if the step is like right here. So you might want to buy the other Simple Human rubbish bin if you are fitting it on the in that plate in the wall like that, in the wall configuration. Okay, so covering a lot of pros and cons, who would I recommend buying this bin asset? Well, I think a lot of people could buy. You know what? Let me just write them down. Let's just write this down. Okay, who should be buying? I think it will be suitable for the corner fit, and yeah, okay, it's not focusing. Come on. yeah, and well, I'm using this bin I'm living with my sister, so I'm in a family of 2, and we throw our rubbish like 1 to 2 times a week. I think it's a reasonable frequency. But I would imagine if you're in a family of 3, if you're in a family of 3, this bin might be too small. Okay, you might want to buy a bigger bin. So a family of 1 to 2. I'm not sure if one is a family, but yeah, family of 1 to 2 will be a good fit. Okay, and yeah, who else? Might be more suitable if you're not using in the kitchen, because again, a kitchen you might want to have a bin that could stay open. But I you know what, I think it's still alright if you have this bin in a kitchen, because it's a very durable bin, and they say you can stab it like 20 times a day for 20 years. So don't be shy stepping on this bin. You know what, so a kitchen will be a consideration. Yeah, and who else? I think if you know what, it's a good it might be a good marriage saver. Okay, if you're married, this bin is gonna solve a lot of argument between you and your husband or wife. So who knows? And we argue a lot. So if you have a family, this bin is gonna improve your quality of life by a lot. And yeah, lastly, I think it's gonna be good if you're buying this for your office, because this rubbish bin is such a good device for showing off, and having this fancy rubbish bin in your office actually might project a better corporate image to your company. Okay, I would imagine if I were in an interview and I see a company with a using a simple human rubbish bin, I would think like, wow, it's damn, I want to work there. Okay, so think about that. Think about that if you're buying for your office. And who would I not recommend? Good question. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend if you're a student. Okay, never trust your roommate, because it's such an expensive rubbish bin, and your roommate is gonna mess it up. And second of all, if you are poor, if you are unemployed, okay, yeah, unemployed. If you're unemployed, do not buy this expensive rubbish bin. Okay, spend your money in a CV review, or spend it on like computer courses, so you can get a job. Okay, do not buy this bin if you're poor. It's such a luxurious item, but it's a really good quality of life improver. It's not a lot of people would spend the money in an expensive rubbish bin, but when you do, I think you might find it worth it. At least I do. So let me know what you think, and there you have it. Let me know if you find this review useful, and thank you for watching.